Hello. I was having a little text convo with one of my friends who I call QB, and it's a really little childish little thing, quote buddies, because we send all these positive, inspirational little messages to each other sometimes, like, yeah, that's amazing and everything. And then I go and spoil it by saying something like, oh, I wish I was a robot, and act my usual silly self. But we were talking about this mindset quote, and I replied then and said, I feel the same myself sometimes. I really worry about what other people think, and I have self doubt as well sometimes. I know I put a lot of stuff out there on social media, which helps me with my business and sharing my message. And, I often get scared when I do that as well, especially with the live videos recently. Like, my heart has been kind of pounding, and I've almost like not gone and done it. But then I have a word with myself and I say, what would Tara say? And then I just go and do it anyway. And then sometimes I'm really pleased. And well, most of the time, actually, I'm really pleased that I've done it because I'm helping to get a message out there. And he replied and he said, it's really refreshing to hear that. And I suppose, I kind of get that because I spent a lot of my days trying to encourage people to be motivated, have strong willpower, make the right decisions. And many might think, oh, it's Tara, no, everything's so easy for her type thing. But, I'm a normal human being, the same as everybody. And, I've been through a lot recently, and I've had, a lot of support with my friends and family. And I still go through times of self-doubt and feeling like I don't deserve things or whatever. And then you kind of like have a little word with yourself and realize that you do that, and you believe in yourself. And I have this conversation a lot with the guys that I get on the phone with when I'm talking about some of my programs. And I suppose the main messages that I say to people, and I've said this to many before, is first of all, if you're going to do something that's going to make you happy, don't worry about the people that are going to judge you, because they're going to do that anyway. And these guys probably just don't realize that everything they give out is really a reflection. It's like a mirror image coming back at them. If they're giving out that negativity, it's because they've got that negativity and hurt inside them. Or if they're being mean or whatever, it's because really they're not happy inside and they don't know how to deal with it. And also, if people just focused on their business more and not on other people's, then maybe they'd be able to work on what is making them wish more for their lives or wish they had change. Another thing I always say to people is, if you really want to do it, just face the fear and do it anyway. Many years ago, I used to work full time here at the Dragon Hotel as the manageress of the health club, and I absolutely loved it. But I had other dreams in my mind, things that I wanted to do, but I would never have had the time to do them. And I made the big decision a couple of years back to go, do you know what? When you really want something, you just go and get it. And if something doesn't work, change the path and then change it and keep changing it until you feel like you're getting the right way. And it makes you kind of like not be complacent and get up and do those things. And now I'm delighted that I made that decision. And it's one of those things where you kind of think, oh, I wish I did that sooner, because all those things that were once little seeds in my mind, I took action on them. I got scared when I'd send an email to someone or call or text or something. And, you get persistent. Sometimes you get knocked back. I've had loads of knockbacks, but then somebody might take a chance on you and you get there. So, if there's something that you want to do that's going to make you happy, because that's the most important thing, then absolutely go for it. And, don't worry about the fear of failure, because you'll worry about something that probably won't even happen. Most of the time, all you need to do is just take one small step. And if it's the case of making sure that you're surrounded by people that are going to support you, I speak with so many people that have made the decision to try and go it alone, and it just takes them longer, or they end up failing or caving. And the more you surround yourself by people on the same mission as you, or like-minded people, like a support group, if it's to do with health and well-being and weight loss or whatever, I've got support groups on Facebook for free if you want to get in touch with me, and I put you in there with a load of people that are doing the same as you. And another thing I say to people is, if there's something you really wanted, write it down, because when you see it in black and white and write that I can do this and you will do it, sometimes it's like as if the person of the past of you promised them that you would do it, type thing, if that makes sense. So I find sometimes, for example, if I go to bed, I'm like, in the morning I will have my coffee with coconut oil in, and I'll do my training and I'll have my green smoothie. the day that I do that, the chances are that most of the time I do it, whereas the other ones where I might just think it, I don't actually do it. So you become more accountable to yourself as well. So yeah, they are most of the kind of top messages that I say to people that are wanting to do stuff and maybe haven't got the guts to do it. Um, one lady I spoke with is in the Life Transformer at the moment. She didn't make the decision to do it in January, and now she's joining now because she's in exactly the same place and wishes she did it sooner. So if there is something that you want, don't worry about what other people think. Yes, you're going to get self-doubt and think, oh, everybody's going to laugh at me, or I bet they're slagging me off, or screenshotting this of me, or whatever. I know those things happen. And do you know what? The people that you love actually won't mind. And as long as it makes you happy, that's the main thing. Don't worry about those. Just go and do it anyway and take the small steps. So thank you for the inspiration, QB. Like I always say to my friends, always be careful what you have a conversation with me about, because I'm always thinking in my mind, I might talk about that tomorrow. So keep following me, please, for my inspirational messages. I'll be doing more of these. And well, thank you for watching.